What's up, World Wide Web? E-Daddy, your angry toy guy. Ready for Season 2. Episode 1, but episode God knows what. I think it's 9, 10, something like that at this point. But it don't matter. So, it's 2019. There's always new figures coming out. And as it was announced earlier in the month by Super 7 that their Wave 3 to Club Grayskull is on its way, and they've already started pre-orders on Wave 4, and they're actually planning on getting these out in a very quick and very timely manner, which for us who collect Masters Universe, it sounds like a great thing. You know, they're starting to pump them out a little bit quicker. Let's hope that's what the case is. And that before, and that next month they're going to be announcing the next wave of the classics figures, and what they're going to be. They're sound like they're going to get those pumped out pretty quick. Get them to us pretty quick. So, it's something to kind of look forward to. I've gotten a hold of Wave 1 and Wave 2 of Club Grayskull from them. I did not pre-order or order any of the Wave 3s. I figure I'll just do it with Wave 1 and I'll get those in time. Wave 4, I might have to find a way to get them. Just to be honest with you, some of them looked really cool and pretty badass. I mean, we're getting Katrina, Modulok, which other than the neck peg looked really good. Roboto, a regular Prince Adam. Oh God, Stratos, and of course Shadow Weaver. In all honesty, if they fix the neck peg or the neck piece for Modulok, I gotta get it. That, and without a doubt, Shadow Weaver. So, good news for all the collectors out there. We're gonna get some new stuff. And I heard them say that the Wave 3s are on the boat and they should start shipping next month. So, hopefully next 4 or 5 months, I get a hold of those, bring them straight to you, and rip and tear those things apart. But with that being said, let's face it. You guys ain't here to listen to me talk about the impending stuff coming and trying to sound all nice about it, because I'm the angry toy guy. I have decided, by the way, to change my moniker because of the fact that I'm doing more than just Motu toys. Which, Wall here is starting to suggest a little bit. We got some of the Savage World horror icons. We got some Transformer stuff. Don't be fooled. It's not the original, but it's a very, very nice repro knockoff of the Gen 1 Optimus Prime. Before we get into this, I'm also starting to work on some other videos. One I do have coming up will be on the Loyal Subjects figures, as I have managed to acquire a few of those of the Wave 2 one, Wave 2, I guess. I thought they were Wave 3 because I thought Wave 2 was like different repaints of Wave 1s. Surprise, surprise to me. But anyways, with all that being said, now it's time to get angry. So, in the course of season 1, we talked about me going through and getting, or my issues with Super 7. And in a few episodes, I talked about, seeing all kinds of issues and stuff with 2 particular figures. Now, a friend of mine was, I don't know whether to say courteous enough or was just trying to be a dick to me, and sent me these for this purpose. And I thought it was a joke at first because he went through another person who was selling them. I did happen to see the post to start with. But he went through, acquired them, had to contact me to have them sent. If I get my address, send them to me. I honestly thought this was a joke. Till I was doing some research and seen that, yeah, this dude actually had these 2 for sale, sold them, and then it was contacting me about, hey, what's your address? Because somebody, this person went through and bought these for you and wants them sent to your house. So anyway, I reluctantly agreed to go ahead and do this. And so I'm going to go through now and we're going to talk about this right here. For starters, the laughing Prince Adam. The whole basis of this character was off a meme that showed him laughing and all that. And there's been countless of them. So Super 7 decided to take advantage of that, make a Prince Adam figure, give him the laughing Adam head, and shit as is. Now, with that being said, here's Super 7 with their Wave 4 of Club Grayskull. They're going to be going through and releasing a regular Prince Adam with a normal head, which, go figure. I mean, they shouldn't have too much to do. I mean, hell, they've got everything else ready. And then along with that, since they were doing the Ultimates Club Grayskull figures, which were also on a boat, we also happen to get, for Christmas, the holiday He-Man figures. So, I apparently have griped too much about how much I was really not liking the way their whole concept behind both of these from the get-go, from the time that they were announced to the time people started getting them, the different issues and stuff that people were having with them, the way they looked and everything else. It's almost like, to me, it seemed like people were saying, hey, Super 7's going, they really fucked up on all this. And if they did, we're going to find out. If they didn't, hey, now I will admit, the holiday He-Man, I honestly thought they could have done so much more since they were basing this off of the cartoon, the He-Man and She-Ra Christmas special. And the fact that they went with what they did versus what they could have is extremely disappointing. I don't often go through and plug to me, other people's stuff. But if you go on Facebook and you look up Joe Amato Custom Creations, he's got his version of the Holiday He-Man. He did a fantastic job with it. You can't get any better than that. And that's honestly something that Super 7 probably should have shot for. Instead, we got what we got. So, that being said, let's go with the first one. And we're going to go with the Laughing Prince Adam. Now, anybody that happened to get these or is thinking about getting one, compared to other Club Grayskull figures, instead of getting the normal, and I really wish I had the packaging for it, normal packaging for them, it had a kind of like a holographic look to the cover and everything, and then a glittery packaging rest of the way on. You unbox it and you're still getting the same thing. You got a picture of Adam and Cringer. There's Adam sitting there laughing. And in the background, and I don't know how well anybody can see it, you got that glittery background in behind it. Oh, God, I was dreading this. You know who you are. You know you did it. I don't know if he'll actually, I don't know if the person will ever watch this video. But, ha ha ha, you got me. So anyway, like I said, you take it out and you honestly get a good look at all the glittery backgrounds to it. Now, right off the bat, we're used to having a pink sword, which is what we got with the vintage figure. The Mattel Classics one, it had more of a purplish color to it. So this right off the bat, we get a seriously pink, a little bit on the translucent with the blade sword, power sword form. I know really can't see through it too much, but that's what we got with this. So now we'll take him out of there, because I haven't yet. I did not take any of these out ahead of time. Starting to kind of wish I would have. Crap. This ain't. I'll give Super 7 one thing. They make sure these figures aren't going to go anywhere. So they're boxed up and packaged. Alright, so got them out finally. Oh, alright. This is exactly how he come out of the box. Alright, I have not messed around with anything on him. So we're going to readjust him a little bit here. You know, you tell like that one leg, it's been all to hell. I'm hoping some hot water and stuff will fix that, because otherwise I just don't see him laughing all that well. We did get the popping joints with the elbows and the knees, and a little bit on the ankles there. I don't know what more else we can say about this head. I mean, honestly. They even said already. I mean, I'm not going to go through and try to sound racist, redneckish, whatever, because that's just not me. But I'm really hoping that when Super 7 releases Wave 4 of the Club Grayskull, that the Adam we get head looks a lot better than what we got here. I mean, good grief. Like, let's look at the Mattel He-Man here for a minute. I mean, you look at the skin tone to start with. It seriously looks like He-Man seriously just wants to beat the crap out of that one. We'll get back to him in a minute. You compare him to Mattel's Classics He-Man or Classics Prince Adam. God, sorry, got me messed up already. Like I said, you can take a look at the difference. A little bit lighter purple on the legging. Definitely a different shade of purple as far as the loincloth and boots go. Brighter white for the chest and arms, and that notoriously pink tunic. Now, they did set it to where, this wasn't going to come off by no means at all. But on the back side here, they did put a little piece in there so he can take his power sword if you want. Let me get it back out of his hands. And be able to slide it down in there. Rothbat. I'm trying. The way he looks is not Ricardo Montalban I'm thinking of. Good Lord, who is it? The dude is like way too tanned. Honestly, cannot remember his name right now, but I mean, it looks like there was a movie. I think it was called. It was a Zorro movie, but it was kind of a parody. I think it was called Zorro the Gay Blade or something like that. And like I said, I'm not racist. I'm not. I ain't got whatever your preferences are, that's your thing. I ain't gonna judge. But I remember seeing this movie whenever I was younger, when I was a teen. And the dude that was in it, the dude that played Zorro, this is what the dude looks like. Way too tan and all this. And honestly, it don't even look like Prince Adam. I mean, I'm sitting here. You look at what we got on the back of the box and what those beams are, and then you get this. What the hell? The hair overall, I mean, it looks bad. I mean, I'm sitting here trying to. Oh, there it is. I know Adam and He-Man's hair weren't much different color. They're like too overly blonde there. They're Super 7. And then with the way you guys packaged this one, like, you got a serious leg issue going here. There it is. Like, they went with a really bright, shiny white. Like I said, on the arm piece. I think they could have toned down the pink tunic a little bit. Just a little bit. But as far as the coloring goes on the legs, loincloth, the boots, pretty damn spot on for the Filmation version. it just, the head kills this thing. I mean, it just makes it look horrible. I mean, that's the only thing I've got. I don't know if I can really say there. I mean, it just does. It makes it look absolutely horrible. Like I said, I hope and I pray that when Wave 4 comes out, that they look a lot better as far as with the head goes, and hopefully the skin tone. Because honestly, I don't think you could get any worse on that, in all honesty. I know it sounds really bad to say, but I mean, yeah, I'll give it credit. The joints and everything, hell of a lot better than what we got with, anything classics wise. But still, man, it's just. And if they're going to do it up right, I wish they would have went through and just kind of like thrown in the Cringer. And maybe we'll get a Cringer with Prince Adam in the Club Grayskull. I mean, we did get Cringer, I know, in the classics with Queen Marlena. And hopefully, Super 7 will go through and give us a Filmation style Cringer to go with Prince Adam. Like I said, just the more I look at it, that's why I had to put it over here on the side. It's like, it's gonna rack my brain until I figure out who the hell the damn actor was. So let's use the power of Google. There it is. George Hamilton. That's who I was trying to think of. George freaking Hamilton. That's what that Laughing Prince Adam, that's what the face looks like to me. Is George Hamilton's face. Especially with the overly too-tanned skin tone that they put on him. It's just freaking ridiculous. A little bit lighter would have helped. But that right there just... No. And in fact, now it's going to be sitting up here on the wall of characters reviewed. And just think, this is not the first time you're going to see that figure, because once Wave 4 comes out, I'm going to compare that to what we get. So it's just giving everybody kind of a fair heads up warning. Oh, for anybody that goes through and likes collecting things, I advise anybody. Yes, I'm going to throw another shout out plug, even though they're not paying me for any of this. The whole Wish app, you can get like all the, look on there once in a while, you can find these cool little stickers and stuff on there. And sometimes you'll find them free. Sometimes you'll find them, might be $1 or $2 for them. But they were free when I seen I did pay like the shipping and handling. I couldn't help it because I happened to see these two in there, He-Man and She-Ra. So that was pretty cool right there. Well, a lot of Marvel, DC characters. All right. I have drug it on as long as I possibly could. So now that one's out of the way. We've talked about the Laughing Prince Adam, the George Hamilton clone. So now we're going to get to the Holiday He-Man. Now, I will say one thing right off the bat. This thing was nicely packed to start with. in the mailer box and all that. But you opened it up and you had the Christmas wrapping paper and all that all wrapped up. You know, the box, the actual mailer box, shipping box was actually, or the mailer box itself was wrapped in this really nice Christmas wrapping paper. Looked really nice. Like I said, and they had it bubble wrapped up inside this box, in which you could actually go through, and I kid you not, when I was getting ready for this, I did. You could actually go through and open up the wrapping rounded enough to where you could go through and pull the box out. Now it's going to make me look bad. You can actually go, seriously, you can go through and pull this box out. Maybe I've done it one time too many. Now it's going to come back to bite me. Yeah, here we go. And you got the actual mailer box right there. And still managed to keep that all intact. So it's really nice. One of those things is a really nice touch on Super 7's part with this. Now the dude that had this, you can tell the only thing he done ever was just take it out of this and out of the bubble wrap. So I said I was going to keep this the way it was. Like I said, it was really nicely done. It's one of the rare things I honestly didn't know how well Super 7 would pull this little stunt off, but you know, they did. They did it was a really nice touch with it. And I just wanted to, for anybody that's gotten one or is still thinking about getting one, if they can get it in completely in the shipper box like this, it was really cool. Really cool, the guy to go through and include that in. Of course, whenever I saw what he had, when I was talking to him, you know, he had it all still in the wrapping paper box and all that. So anyway, so we go through, we take a good look here, and you know, they added a couple like little wreath to the front of Grayskull. Orko was a snowman over on the side, make it look like it snowed there in Eternia. Pull the cover off, and you still get, you know, instead of having the Grayskull background we've had on so many others, add the green snowflakes and stuff like that, and trying to, it's actually because of the light up there, and I'm trying to, this just ain't gonna happen showing like that. But Rob Bammy, it's like, all right, so we get a He-Man that's basically had a different sculpted head. It looks almost like the same He-Man that we got from Mattel in their Classico line. So we can do it now. Yeah, look, you can see it now. And the green background with the snowflakes, a little bit in lighter green in the background. Now, keep in mind, this is supposed to be a Filmation figure. All day He-Man. Never did He-Man have his sword transformed to where it was candy cane colored. That right there is gripe number one that I've got with this. Gripe number two is coming. because we saw He-Man decked out in like Santa Claus. This is outfit. And I don't know about everybody else, but whenever this was announced, that's what I was expecting. To see this, I was going, okay, so you could have taken some time to retool, giving him the whole fat, jolly guy look, but no. You gave us basically a retool or a He-Man with that looks just like, in all honesty, yeah, they did use a different kind of plastic form. Here's the Mattel one. Here's one we got from Super 7. Okay. Are you kidding me? Right off the bat, for anybody that takes these things out, with the original, we could get the sword down in there, and I'm hoping I'm gonna take. You cannot fully get the sword down in there. And that's honestly about as far as you can get it with that one. It's so, all right, other than the plastics right off the bat, it almost gave him a different, a little bit lighter skin tone. In all honesty. Stand up straight, you drunk asshole. Almost like he spent a little bit less time in a tanning booth, but has definitely oiled himself up. Freaking weirdo. Now, keep in mind, Filmation. You couldn't even get the skin tones right with them. The fuck, Super 7. Alright, now, like I said, I took them out just as it was. I readjust the boots a little bit. Did have the clicking elbows, clicking knee joints, clicking ankle joints. Now, the one thing I do like about the Holiday He-Man compared to the Mattel Club is, if you take a good look at the ankles and the boots and everything, you had to wear and basically get He-Man's feet to turn from side to side. And to me, it always made it really hard to get him to keep standing up on this one. This one, you did not have that in that case. I'm starting to notice, like, you did get a little bit different, lighter tone on the boots and the loincloth. Overall, it's basically it's a retooling of what Mattel gave us with a different sculpted head. Now, already you see, like, all right, there's like black smudging and stuff on the damn holiday, on the Christmas hat. I'm not going to call it holiday hat, but I'm holding him about as straight as I can. And it's like, you've got to pretty much turn his head a little bit. Make him look like he's turning straight forward. And it's like, okay, so let's fuck up how we're going to put the hair piece on the head. We couldn't get it right. We let this go out the door like this. That's one of the rare few things I've noticed so far that is different with what I'm getting, what I got here, other people got. I don't know if anybody else ever noticed it. Like I said, this right here is nothing more than, I also thought we was getting like a, resculpted head from what we got from Mattel. Just with the whole thing of a holiday and Christmas hat on. this is what we got. This is what we got to. Oh. You know, you can't even. These made to where it was. You can't even turn the one. It's a lot thinner material for the sword sheath on the back compared to what we got from Mattel. On top of that, you could turn it with Mattel. You could turn it so you could have it to where the sword. He could have the sword from either side. Well, from each side. Like I said, thicker, better. Here, you cannot turn this one. It is stuck there on the left-hand side. And like I said, you can't even get the damn sword in there. Not without taking a chance on damaging it. Basically, you got to keep him to where that sword is staying in his hand at all times. You cannot put it up in a sheath at all. Other than that, it's like until a little bit of a spray overpaint on the waist bracer onto the loincloth. I don't know if you can see it on here, but you can see like orange down on the loincloth itself. Most of the way around, backside included. Paint chips out of like the orange arm bracers. Orange paint smudge on his damn bicep here on the left arm. The hat, hair. It's like you got the orange or the light yellowish hair and the white from the Santa's hat on each other. I mean, you got white on the hair, a little bit of the yellow on the damn hat. So on top of the paint smudge. I mean, let's do something about this quality control, guys. Honestly, Super 7 could have done so much better with the Holiday He-Man. If they didn't want to retool, they should have made like painted his arms red, gave him the Santa Claus jacket, paint his legs up and all that. Give him the Christmas outfit, Santa Claus's outfit. They didn't want to retool it to where they made made him look like a tubby guy, like he did in the cartoon. More look at it, he looks like one of my friends said this whenever they were pointing it out. He does look like Christopher Reeve in a way, the way they made the face look. But I mean, they screwed up the hair on this one. Paint app sucks quite a bit. So much they could have done with this. So badly they did with it. And now I've got to honestly say, I've got to keep these as part of my collection because the person that used to me said, nope, they're yours to keep. Tried to follow up with the line of, call it a belated birthday present, man. Oh, Super 7. Honestly, you dropped the ball a little bit on this. Like I said, you made Laughing Prince Adam look like George Hamilton. You didn't check too well on how these things were being packaged up. So the way parts weren't getting bent. And now it's like, I'm hoping that maybe a little bit of heat to them will straighten out the leg. But considering the fact I got to go through and do that, it's not really cool. On the Holiday He-Man, like I said, you really dropped the ball on that one. So much more it could have been done. I know you guys were trying to rush them out. Get them to everybody before the holidays. That's fine. But at least be checking over your product a little bit better. There were so many complaints on both of those from people. It wasn't really funny. But it is what it is. Really hoping that whenever we get to getting the way for Prince Adam looks a lot better than that one. Hopefully he don't look like a regular smiling version of George Hamilton. And God, I just can't get over they would do something do these the way that they did. Especially the Holiday He-Man. I mean, I cannot state this enough. How badly they dropped the damn ball. And if this was your idea of 0.5% quality control, y'all must be shipping a couple billion figures of these. That's all I know. Because there is no way, with as much I've seen, that's 0.5% on the quality control. No way whatsoever. No way, no how. But anyway, so that is my review of the Laughing Prince Adam and the Holiday He-Man. Decided I was going to start doing a grading scale for these figures, starting with this season. So, Laughing Prince Adam, all things aside, I'll give it 2 swords of power out of 5. Because I can't give it any better. It's that George Hamilton face. I can't do it. Now on the Holiday He-Man, with the way they attach the hair onto the headpiece, the paint app issues, the fact that the sword will not fit down in the sheath like it should. I'm going to give it, as well as anything, a 2 out of 5 as well. Like I said, there was a few little things it did improve upon Mattel's version of He-Man. And hopefully with the Ultimates coming out, the Ultimate Club Grayskull figures, which is supposed to be He-Man and Skeletor, I hope that they use the style, fix the paint apps, just as long as we don't get ankle and foot joints like we did on this one, like on the Mattel Club Grayskull He-Man. All right, so that's it for this week. Next week, we're either I have not completely made up my mind yet on what I'm going to do yet. I do like to kind of give everybody a little bit of heads up on ideas here, on what I'm thinking of. But honestly, it's a toss up right now on, and it's going to depend on how I get these reviews done and versus what I do live and everything. So either next week we'll take a look at the loyal subjects figures, some of the ones that's come out for the wave 2, wave 3, whatever you want to call it. I honestly thought wave 1 of loyal subjects was the ones we got to start with, and then wave 2 was like repaints. And this is like wave 3 that we're getting now. Or we will go through and fully review Super 7's 5.5 inch Filmation line that they did. So until next time, I'm your angry toy guy, E-Daddy. Don't stop collecting just because it looks bad. But definitely voice your opinion to the companies making them. Because if we don't, they're going to continue to give us, they will go through and keep giving us shitty products and keep getting worse about it. So if we don't voice our opinions, we're not going to get better product. Till next time, be safe. Keep it cool. I'll see you then. Peace.